My name is Aerin Monroe, and together with Save California Salmon, I'm on a mission to amplify and shed light on the voices of Black, Indigenous communities of color and their fight for environmental justice in California. We want to share and sow seeds of environmental leaders' guidance about protecting our waters and our wildlife. Join us as we uncover the issues that shape us as Californians and how these issues define us as a nation. We're at the Malal Dunes on ancestral Wiyot land. Here today to talk to Christa Rose Unger, environmental scientist for Caltrans. Christa Rose Unger's been visiting Malal Dunes for over a decade now, and she's joining us today to share some of her wealth of knowledge.
Looking at the biological systems all around us, I started to realize that every single organism is just doing the best they can. And every single organism seems to take what they need, but not more than that, really. I think it's overemphasized just how much competition is in the natural world. The deeper you go in ecology, botany, or any biology, you start to realize just how many symbiotic relationships there are. And there's really not an organism that isn't in some way, shape, or form creating space or bioavailable nutrients for somebody else. I absolutely believe that this is healing for the Black community, to be out in nature.
Just be out here, because I'm sure it does to some degree ruin the experience if you're constantly concerned about, is this actually safe? So you're coming into this beautiful space already slightly disturbed and not sure.
Yeah, or the idea that this is not what our culture does for fun. You know, be like, this isn't really what we do. Well, why? Is it something that's closed off forever, which I don't think so at all? Or is it just, you know, we're trying to heal old wounds of what is allowed to be our style of fun or not? Looking at landscapes that aren't really bothered by whatever our socio-political economic state is. They're gonna bloom, they're gonna set fruit, they're gonna do their thing. And there's something about that that takes me out of like this human-focused cycle. We're a part of something bigger. That being said, I totally understand that there's an uphill battle on breaking this, or reframing this mental state about looking at foraging or camping in a way that's not tied to poverty, especially for Black people, especially for any minority. So there is a stigma that I think is getting turned over right now as we reignite our connections with these roots. I think we're in a renaissance period of like changing the narrative of what that looks like, from feeling ashamed that we had to work so closely with wild foraging and with growing all our own food for survival, and instead recognizing that we've gained an expertise. It's got Christmas vibes. It does. It's, you know, like the landscape. Yeah.
I've had people ask me like, oh, I think my area Godum has, you know, powdery mildew.
No.
I'm like, no, it's I'm sorry if you don't like the color of the leaf, but it's a purpose.
Yeah, it's a natural UV protectant. I think the big picture, no matter who you are, Black, brown, whoever, is reigniting that and strengthening that relationship with nature, I think, is going to be the clincher for all of us in terms of understanding we're not separate at all. And the health of the ecosystems around us and the ecosystem within us is mutual. One does not thrive without the other, no matter how much we want to say it does.